Dear students, in this video we will discuss the key ideas of the speech delivered by the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah to the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. It's our slow number 2.2.1. So let's start. Dear students, before going to discuss the key ideas of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah to the Constituent Assembly, let me give you a short introduction. Dear students, as you all know that Pakistan emerged as an independent country on the map of the world on 14 August 1947 after Indian Independence Act 1947 was passed by the British Parliament. Indian Act 1947 stated that India would be divided into two states of India and Pakistan on 15 August 1947. It further stated that Government of India Act 1935 would act as an interim constitution unless the two new states would have formulated their own constitution. Dear students, यहाँ पे मैं एक बात बताऊं कि 14 अगस्त जो सबको पता है कि इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस एक्ट 1947 जो ब्रिटिश ने पास किया था उसके तहत सब कॉन्टिनेंट के दो हिस्से बने थे, इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान. ठीक है जी. सो अब दोनों न्यू बॉर्न स्टेट्स थे, इंडिया और पाकिस्तान. दोनों के पास कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं था, तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1935 को एज अ प्रोविजनल अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है अडॉप्ट किया था इंडिया और पाकिस्तान दोनों ने, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को आप एक दिन में फॉर्मुलेट भी नहीं कर सकते. तो ब्रिटिश ने गवर्नमेंट ऑफ एक्ट 1935 दिया था, तो इसमें अपने इंडिया ने अपनी तरफ से अमेंडमेंट्स करके और पाकिस्तान ने अपने हिसाब से अमेंडमेंट्स करके अपना जो है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर्मुलेट किया. ये तब तक था जब तक कि पाकिस्तान या इंडिया अपना कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है जब तक बना लेते तब तक जो है ये वहाँ पे फंक्शनल रहेगा. तो पाकिस्तान ने क्या किया, जो 45 और 46 के जो इलेक्शंस थे इसमें जो भी मेंबर्स जीते मेंबर्स आए थे उन्होंने कुछ अमेंडमेंट्स करके पाकिस्तान के लिए एक प्रोविजनल जो है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तैयार किया था. So, two sovereign constituent assemblies, Constituent Assembly of Pakistan and Constituent Assembly of India, were formed by the loyal permission with the two-man function of framing the new constitution and form the government of their respective state. Constituent Assembly of Pakistan met for the first time on 11th of August 1947 under the presidency of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. Mr. Jinnah's addressed this first meeting, which is considered pivotal as this speech presents a blueprint for what the new Muslim state, Pakistan, should like in future. Dear students, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah started his speech by explaining the two functions of Constituent Assembly. He said that the Constituent Assembly have two functions. First is writing a provisional constitution, and second is act as the Legislative Assembly. Since there was Legislative Assembly at that time, so the Constituent Assembly had dually function. First was to make as a provisional constitution for state, and it has also to act as a Legislative Assembly. So, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah continued with a list of urgent problems. The first one was maintenance of law and order. He urged on the assembly to realize his responsibility as the first duty and exercise all powers to maintain law and order to ensure the protection of life, property and religious beliefs of the citizens. Second one is end of bribery and corruption. Quaid-e-Azam ने रिश्वतखोरी और करप्शन को, ठीक है, बदनवानी को खत्म करने के लिए इसके ऊपर जोर दिया था कि ब्राइबरी और जो है करप्शन को खत्म कर दिया जाए. He asked the assembly, he also asked the assembly to take strict measures आप ले लें to put down the risk of bribery and corruption. Third one is tackling black marketing. Jinnah was very much concerned with the curse of the black marketing and considered it a massive crime against the humanity, causing disturbance in control and regulation system of foodstuff and essential commodities, wholesale starvation and even deaths. So he advised the assembly to put measures in advance to in order to check the monster. Next is nepotism. ये बहुत आम point है. Jinnah in his speech talk about the evil of nepotism, emphasizing of the members of the assembly to crush it. So he made it clear that he won't tolerate any kind of nepotism or influence directly or indirectly brought to bear upon him. Time will prove partition was the only solution. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah also talked about the need of the partition in the speech. Jinnah referred to both pro and anti-partition view and said that there were people who supported partition and there were people who opposed partition. To him, the partition was inevitable as he brought a united India would have led to terrific disaster. He left it on test of the time to decide whether the partition was necessary or not. Urged on working for making Pakistan a strong nation. Jinnah urged residents of the new country to work in cooperation as one people and as a Pakistani without any discrimination of color, caste or creed. To him, it was the only way to make Pakistan one of the great nations of the world. Quaid-e-Azam ने इसके ऊपर एक बहुत अहम जो है की पॉइंट है. Quaid-e-Azam ने जो है कोऑपरेशन की बात की कि आप जो है एक ही कंट्री के आप सिटीजन्स हैं, आप जो है मिल के काम करें, कोऑपरेट करें, कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ना करें कलर की बुनियाद पे, उसकी ज़ात की बुनियाद पे, तो कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आप ना करें. तो Quaid-e-Azam ने इसके ऊपर जोर किया था कि आप जो है एक दूसरे के साथ वन नेशन एक होके जो है यूनाइट होके जो है आप लोग कोऑपरेट करके आप एक दूसरे के साथ काम करें. अगर आप इस तरह करेंगे, एक दूसरे के साथ कोऑपरेशन करेंगे, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू Quaid-e-Azam जो है पाकिस्तान जो है दुनिया का एक जो है ग्रेट नेशन होगा, ग्रेट नेशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड होगा. नेक्स्ट उनका पॉइंट है रिलीजियस फ्रीडम एंड सेम एंड इक्वल स्टेटस ऑफ सिटीजन्स. Jinnah in his speech categorically stated that as citizens of the state, people will enjoy same and equal status. They will enjoy equal rights, privileges, obligations. He made it clear that the citizens would not be discriminated on the basis of religion. People will enjoy practicing their religion and faith, creed, caste, and religion would have nothing to do with the business of the state. He further urged forgiveness of the bygone quarrels among the Pakistanis, and he proposed that in course of time, Hindus would cease to be Hindus and Muslims would cease to be Muslims. Not in their religious sense, because that is the personal faith of each individual, but in the political sense as citizens of the state. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah ने religious freedom और सेम इक्वल स्टेटस ऑफ सिटीजनशिप के ऊपर जो है जोर दिया था कि तमाम लोगों को जो है इक्वल राइट्स मिलने चाहिए, वेदर दे आर मुस्लिम्स और वेदर दे आर माइनॉरिटीज. ठीक है, जिस तरह का उनका रिलीजियस हो, जिस तरह का उनका कलर हो, जिस तरह की उनकी जात हो, ऑल आर इक्वल. ठीक है जी, तमाम जितने भी सिटीजन्स है उस स्टेट के अंदर सबको इक्वल जो है राइट्स मिलने चाहिए, इक्वल प्रिविलेजेस होने चाहिए, ऑब्लिगेशंस, तमाम चीज़ें, कोई भी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन जो है नहीं होनी चाहिए. तो ये Quaid-e-Azam का बहुत अहम पॉइंट था. तो Quaid-e-Azam ने ही concluded by quoting a friendly official message from the United States से जो है फ्रेंडली जो है मैसेज आया था, उसी के साथ जो है Quaid-e-Azam ने अपनी जो है स्पीच का जो है इख्तिताम किया था. So, dear students, it's all about the key ideas of the speech delivered by Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah to the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Thank you so much for watching.